Hello, everyone. This is me, Stephanie, for those of you who don't already know me. I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys a little bit about my Spring Awakening program challenge. Not challenge, program. Why am I here? I'm here because I want to share with you a couple of things that have been shifting in my life. Recently I had to do some soul searching in terms of letting go of things that I felt was more things being forced rather than things that were just coming out of true heart's desire, natural manifestation. What that means is that, for those of you who don't know, I have a master's in clinical nutrition and I have my own business. And so this whole entire time since I graduated about 2 years ago, it's like, as a business woman who's also on a mission, how do I use my skills and my interests, my passions to go and help and serve others? And, this whole entire time I thought it was because I had to use my life history, my past, and my education in this setting. However, everything I tried, it's like a wall would come up and it wouldn't come. Nothing would come. It's because through meditation and journaling, I found that this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. And I could have had a mental breakdown, emotional breakdown, but thank God, thank the Lord I didn't. Because I had to see, my whole life's journey was really meant to see that I am not who people said I was. I am not, my identity, my self-worth is not on how I look like and how much I weigh, and what other people's opinions are about me. My whole self-identity is who I was created to be. And I would say through the magical presence, the great divine that's within me. And so now I'm shifting things, and as opposed to trying to reach out to everybody and then not really having a real specific message, really not talking to you personally, I'm changing all that. And now I'm only calling out those people who want more out of life. So the whole Spring Awakening challenge is for those people who have been having a heart's desire, a dream's desire, who want more out of life, who are tired of the same old bullshit, same old mundane routine. And they feel like in their heart there's something more for them in this life. That maybe you're in your 20s, maybe you're in your 30s, maybe in your 60s, and you want something more. You don't know how long you're going to live, and I want to help those people. I want to help those people see the miracles that they are able to manifest and create in their life. And this has nothing to do with nutrition. I will say, though, I do like to focus on feeding you spiritually, because I find that you are not just this physical body that your conscious level of awareness sees and smells and tastes and touches. You're more than that. You have a mind, you have a calling, you have a spirit within you, a life within you that is able to see greater things than that you can perceive. And I want to help you untap that power. And so, again, I'm shifting everything. It's going to be radical changes. And so this message is for people who are like me and who want something more out of life. So reading off my message, my whole purpose, what I truly believe I can help you out with, is I can help you to be more confident, to help to learn to love yourself more, be unapologetic, unashamed, no longer feeling guilty, no longer feeling afraid to speak your voice, to speak your thoughts, to go and try new things that you never thought you could do. I want you to be unafraid to ask for more out of life, to desire miracles, just waiting to happen. And I want you to see that it isn't too late for you to go after your heart's desires. Now, in order to tap into that power, you also have to realize that we are going to have to burn off labels. We're going to have to burn off stinky thinking, false beliefs, old traditions, and conditionings that have been placed on us from way too long since childhood. Also, as well as generational curses and the world's conditioning of who they think or say that we should be. And we have to do all of this work. So in order to rediscover the magical presence within us, we need to purify our minds through spiritual practices and open our hearts to the divine, the mother of the universe, who will then share her secrets with us of who we really are and who we're called to be and what we can actually do and attain in this life. So our approach will begin by observing the outside world through a more self-disciplined journey inward. And by doing so, we will peer into the depths of consciousness in our own minds and begin to connect with the depths of consciousness that underlies the stars and the cosmos. Now, that might be a little deep, but whoever hears this message will feel it. Because I'm not calling out to your physical body, I'm calling out to the spirit within you. And so this group is only for those who are prepared to do the hard spiritual work necessary to access these states of divine awareness. And I will say, if I could be anything I wanted to be, and put a name on it, I would say I'm a spiritual teacher, a spiritual healer. We could say a scientist of the spirit. And I will teach you the laws of consciousness that will allow you to tap into the miracles that are waiting to happen today, for you to have a greater outlook in life, one in which you will be excited to get up every morning to see that you're not alone, that you're not powerless, and you're not weak. Things that I've learned along my journey. So, by looking to the living universe as our teacher and guide, we'll be able to be more in tune to our divine self, intuitive self, and be free from a lot of the sufferings that have held us down for too long. My gift to the world is the power of my words. And I have this way of understanding things and able to relate that to people and meet you where you are, wherever your suffering is, and help you to move forward. So if you feel this tingling feeling, like you're either excited, or it could even feel like a sense of fear right now, then I would, probably suggest you meditate on this for a bit and really begin to see what it is that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, or have been scared to do because you feel or think that you're not capable of achieving it, or it's far out of your reach. If that's you, then I think that you're perfect for my program. If nothing else, today I want to leave you with a thought that I pray will help you in your life's journey, whether or not you decide to work with me. Something that I learned, which is quite interesting, when it comes to speaking to your true self is not something that you can physically touch. It's eternal. And when we speak to your true self, we actually had to speak on a different plane level of energy and frequency. And I learned that in terms of frequencies, known as power force, the lowest level of energy state, whenever you feel negative and you're just not well, it's shame, or it's shame, and that's like at a level of, we'll say, 20. When you go up the scale of being in tune with your divine self, which is enlightenment, you're at a scale of 700, 100. And you just know, you're confident, you know what to do, who you are, and you are not apologizing for your message. Now, what I want to leave you with is the message is that tingling feeling when you're feeling afraid, insecure, you're like, oh man, what do I do? It's actually desire, because desire feels like fear. And this whole scope of energetic frequencies, desire is at a level of 125, and fear is right underneath it at a level of 100. So oftentimes, because of the conditioning of the world, we are afraid to go and achieve what it is that we want for ourselves, and we feel like we can't have it, but that's not true. And so I want to leave you with that with me, you'll be able to learn that when you sense certain things in your life, it might not actually be that it's a danger zone. It could actually be a time of testing for you. And to end on that note, I wanted to say that when you feel that big fear swelling up, it could be your divine true self instigating and thus initiating you to stand up off your mat and to do something that you've been scared to do. Fear is a good thing, because when you allow yourself to feel exactly where you are, you know where on the energy frequency scale you are, and that is the exact moment when it begins to be easier to navigate and pinpoint where you need to go, where you want to go, and get what you need and want in life. So why wait? Message me today, and let's see if you're ready to take the next step. Blessings.